we are gonna go on a thru hike. Trying out 27.5 miles this weekend with all my new gear. I wish I could flip the camera around. It's not Maya. Got Jake and Lola. Found where we're parking and we're ready to go. Alright, so night number 1, we only hiked like 2 miles. Yeah, like 2 miles because we got here a little later than we expected and we don't want to set up our camp in the dark. So we got to a area right before we were gonna set up and it got really windy, so I got to practice my tent setup skills in the wind, which was not so successful, but then we ended up getting it, so it was good. A little chilly. It's 39 degrees, gonna get down to 29 degrees, which was exciting because I want to practice all my cold weather gear. Anything else? Wait, ramen. I ate ramen.
That was a debacle.
Oh yeah, I'm trying out a new cooking system. I'm used to a jet boil, and I tried just like the jet boil without the top to it and just having my own pot because it's like a little bit more universal, and it didn't boil water at all. So gotta go home and rethink that, and I might be bringing my jet boil because it works well. It's just kind of clunky, but that's all right. Apart from that, the pack's pretty heavy. Got all my stuff in it. It's 42 pounds with food and water. So maybe I can find a few things I can cut out. The puppy dogs are sleeping. Where's puppy dog number 1? There's number 1. There's puppy dog number 2. Over there. Alright, and it's only like, I can't do military time, 8:20, and we're going to bed. Okay. Okay, it is day number 2, and we are getting started. We woke up around 7 o'clock. It took me about an hour to get everything together, like get down camp, make breakfast, get changed, pack my bag again. So that's the first time doing that, and hopefully it gets a little bit quicker next time. Goal is about 13 miles today, since we did a little bit shorter yesterday. It was supposed to originally be 11, but we added 2. I've been using the Far Out app and the Appalachian, the AWOL guide, which is pretty cool. It shows you like exactly where shelters are, exactly where water sources are, and stuff like that. So first stop is 3 miles away, where we can fill up our water bottles. Yeah, it's about 35 degrees, but it's supposed to be in the 50s today, so it's gonna be a really nice day to hike. are at the end of day 2. We ended up hiking 13.7 miles, which is a pretty long day. A lot of uphills. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it this far, but we actually didn't do too bad, and not bad timing wise either. Got here about started at 8 this morning, got here about 4:30, and took a good lunch break at a really cool overlook tower thing. So it was pretty good. Gonna be sore for sure, but that's okay. Let's see. So we're staying tonight at the cold mountain cold spring shelter or something like that. So didn't pitch a tent. We're gonna try what this shelter life looks like. So let me go to that. All right, so here is the cold spring shelter. Kind of got our girls' packs hanging up and some laundry, so things kind of air out a little bit. And the cool little water source there, which is really convenient. Jake started a fire. It's only 5:30, but we're pooped, so we got the beds out. The girls are taking full advantage, and they're tuckered out. Jake is making some dinner, and yeah, and we're just gonna hang out. And I think 10 miles for tomorrow. That's about it. Okay, day number 3. We just started hiking. We only have 10.7 miles today, so got a little bit later start. Slept in a little bit, ate breakfast in bed, and the shelter, which was really nice. It's a pretty view behind me. It's kind of blocked a little bit, but so yeah, shelter was really great. I was a little worried about mice because I've heard there's a lot of mice in the shelters, but that really wasn't an issue. Sleeping bag worked out great. Was able to hang our clothes up. Yeah, gonna be another pretty day. Worst thing that I'm having is, it's 35 degrees right now, 36 degrees, but on hiking and you're moving, you get kind of hot. But then I'll take off a layer, then I'll get cold. Then I'll put it back on, and I'll get hot. So I really haven't found my happy medium on how to navigate that, but we just take a lot of stops, take my clothes off and on, and it's been fine. Alrighty. Alright, so we are at the end of day number 3. We did the miles that we needed to do today, 10.7, and made it to camp really early, like what, 4 o'clock? Mm-hmm. Like 4 o'clock, I think. So we had a lot of time to kill. And the thing is, our truck is literally less than a mile. I think it's 0.8 away. So we had thoughts of just getting off the trail and heading home and calling it a day, but I really want to practice. setting up my tent and sleeping in my tent in the cold and making sure all my stuff is still doing good. So we decided to stick it out another night, and it has just been killing time. I set up camp. Jake ran to the truck and got us some beer to enjoy our last, celebrate our last 20 whatever miles we did. So yeah, we called it early night. We got a little bit of chilling to do. It's time for dinner. Got our tent set up over there behind Lola. Oh, and behind me over here, there's a shelter there and a bathroom, that privy, like a hole in just a hole, but it has a toilet seat, so that's kind of nice over there. And
the hole you poop in?
Yeah. I think that's about it. Everything's working good. Still one more night to go. I see it. There's a big papa truck. Woohoo! All right, we are out of the woods. We woke up this morning, left a little bit before, like around 7:45. We packed up camp and got on the trail. And like I said, it was only like 0.8 back to the NOC, which is the Nantahala Outdoor Center. It looks really cool, actually, but everything's closed right now. But if it wasn't closed, I think it'd be really cool. It's got a couple restaurants, some fun things going on. So pups are happy. Jake's looking up probably where the closest Crackle Barrel is to go get breakfast.
I'm trying to find directions. I don't have any service.
Oh, trying to find directions. But we are gonna stop for a big old breakfast. But this weekend overall, I think it was pretty much a success. Got to try a lot of my new gear. It's the first time that I had pitched this new tent outside. Got to try on some of my clothes to make sure they were good and warm. I think everything felt really good. Only thing I changed, like I said, is my cooking system. I think we'll switch that up. Practice with trekking poles for the first time. I've never used those before, but I heard that they're kind of useful, so tried that. Didn't hate it. They were good. Got a little bit of chapped lips going on. It's cold, but overall, I think it was good, and I think I'm excited to start in almost exactly a month. We'll be out there soon.